UBC's women's rugby head coach Maria Gallo knows a thing or two about excelling as a student athlete. As a rugby player, she won 3 CIS titles, spent 12 years on the women's senior national team, and played in 3 Rugby World Cups. Off the field, she holds a PhD in exercise physiology and is a professor in UBC's kinesiology department. However, it was never her intent to become Dr. Gallo.
The reason why I stayed in school after my undergrad was because I didn't want to work. So, in order to stay away from work, my parents were like, well, you have to do more schooling. And so going to grad school was the next natural step for me. I looked into med school, but I knew as soon as, if I ever got into med school, I'd have to abandon my rugby career. And so I made the choice that as far as the lifestyle is concerned, I'd rather keep my athletics. And grad school, along with a little bit of luck and some hard work on my part as well, I was able to do both.
Now she is sharing her knowledge and experience in her first year as the head coach of the women's rugby team. For some players, they get a heavy dose of their coach, not only on the field, but also as her student.
Certainly there's the teaching voice, and then there's the coach Gallo. But I think all in all, she's very similar both ways. She brings her teaching style into her coaching, and she's very positive, and she really makes sure that what you're learning, and she brings that kind of teacher thought into her coaching, which is great.
I asked him to separate Coach Gallo from Dr. Gallo, so I might get fired up on the rugby pitch, and I'm a different person. I wear a different hat when I'm in the classroom, and so far the girls have been really receptive to the two personalities, so to speak, and I haven't had any problems.
Let them stop you, then you've got Mac following you, mostly if it's a mispass, yeah?
Do you see her as a role model for you and the rest of your team?
100%. She's an amazing person to learn everything from. Exactly what you said, the complete epitome of a student athlete, and she's a great person for us to be modeling after.
I don't think I'm a role model, but I guess I've done a couple of things in my life that could be viewed as that, and I'm honored to be that person.
The UBC program hasn't had much success over the last number of years, but with Gallo at the helm, they are headed in the right direction.
Getting a winning culture doesn't happen overnight, and so I'm invested long term, and I'll put some things along the way, and recruitment is one of the things I think we need to improve on in order to get the right athletes. And then I'll teach you to play rugby, but I need that athletic person that's eager, that's desperate for the ball, and that's something you can't really coach.